Oh, Monday Night Raw, 16th of June 2025. We're halfway through the year, which means we've had quite a few Raws. Hmm, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, this will definitely be. We spoke about this before. Big up to you guys, by the way. And when it comes in later, big up to you. Um, Obviously, mental health check, physical check, all of that. This will definitely be the last live Raw review. Shouldn't be a shock to them because I gave everyone a chance already. We're on SmackDown at the moment. Judging them, we'll see what happens to SmackDown on the weekend. If it's trash, it's over with too. There still will be a review on the same days, but it'll be pre-recorded because, as I said to you guys already, I could do this in 5 minutes. This show is unbearable to the point of no return. I think it's over with for Monday Night Raw. I think it's over with for SmackDown. And when I say that, that doesn't mean that there can never be a good show again. It just means that as a product, if something is giving you, I would like to say 1 in every 10 shows a good show, but if you think about it logically, I know as wrestling fans, our wrestling year starts and ends at WrestleMania. WrestleMania was in February this year. We're now in June. It was 4 months ago. Nothing has happened since. We've had about 16 Raws, 12 if you want to be kind, because we're only halfway through June. Tell me, please. I need honesty. I don't need any bias. I don't need you to feel offended on behalf of the WWE. Tell me what has happened really good on Raw since WrestleMania. And the caveat is do not include returns of anybody because returns are a cheap way to get crowds engaged and get people popping, but we know after that nothing happens. Tell me one good thing that's happened. And I'll get to the chat because this is atrocious. Big up Morris. Big up Corey. Um, yeah, I just said, like, okay. The fact is that if it's Roman's appearance, his appearance, it's. Listen to what you said, innit? And you know Roman's my guy. A wrestler's appearance on a wrestling show is the best thing that's happened since WrestleMania. Now, I could have been worse on Raw and said what's happened good since the start of the year, and you'd have the same answer. And I ask you what's been great in pay per view since the start of the year or since WrestleMania season, and you know what everyone's going to tell me is Elimination Chamber, which I agree. But what happened after Elimination Chamber was atrocious. What led up to WrestleMania was atrocious. What happened at WrestleMania was atrocious. Backlash, atrocious. Main event, atrocious. Like it's terrible. It's a completely abhorrent product. It's terrible. We had SmackDown on the weekend. I came on the stream. I said SmackDown wasn't as bad. Some people came in the chat. Oh my god, this is the greatest SmackDown of all year. Yeah, no shit. They've been rubbish. So yeah, it wasn't great either. It was just decent. What happened is they've lowered the bar so much that decent shows have become great. An average show has become good. Like it I'll be honest, like it just feels like a waste of time. It feels like a waste of time, and literally, the channel's called Savage Talks Wrestling, and like, yeah, like I don't want to talk about it. Luckily, there's other stuff around the news and all this stuff, maybe that you can talk about. Kind of, I guess, bad booking gives you something to talk about, but it just, you know what I mean? It's just something to moan about, really, because that's what's going to happen. It doesn't matter how positive I try to spin it. By the time I get into a stream, by the time I get into a pre-recorded video, I'm 5 minutes in, and I can just feel like, yeah, this is shit, and then I just lose it because why am I? I'm not going to lie to myself. I agree, Morris. There's something wrong with this. There's something wrong with wrestlers booking. I'm almost convinced now. I could be wrong. Somebody can probably give me somewhere where some wrestler booked great. And I'm not talking about like Pat Patterson and all that business. I'm not talking about geezers who were wrestling in the '70s. I'm saying from that era, that Attitude Era onwards, people from that era who decide to book wrestling. I don't understand how you can live something great and book something terrible. It's almost like footballers, where the great footballers seem to not make great managers. Now they can eventually when they've gained experience, but everyone just assumes that, if Ronaldo and Messi go into management, they're going to be great. They're probably going to be shit, and that's what's going to happen. That's what seems to happen with wrestlers. And the reason why I said wrestlers and not wrestler because of Paul Levesque, is because he has people working for him, Paul and what's his name, Tyson Kidd and Road Dogg and Bobby Roode and fucking Abyss from TNA. Like, they've got loads of people and fucking Davari, Jason Jordan, Adam Pearce, Nick Aldis. Those all fucking wrestlers, bro. And they're shit. Finley, shit. They're all shit. Shawn Michaels. And like, I'm probably wrong. Maybe all of them ain't shit. But I'm just saying, the ones who make the decisions are shit. So I'm sure out of all of those, there's probably some people coming up with good ideas. But whoever's finalizing the ideas or finalizing it before it gets to Paul, it's shit. I've had enough, bro. I've had it, bro. It stinks. It absolutely stinks. Again, very limited blame on wrestlers, apart from the stuff that they can't execute themselves. Anything to do with stories and writing, I don't blame them for. But I just absolutely incompetent human beings at doing their job. This WWE Unreal. When does that documentary drop? Because I've toyed with, I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it. I need to watch it now. I actually need to watch it because the idea that I have in my mind about how they book and create, surely it can't match that. And trust me, what I think is not positive. And even from the trailer, just seeing them there in shirts and ties around the table with a fucking whiteboard with writing on it, that can't be it. First of all, why are they all wearing shirts and ties? It's a creative team. Like, what the fuck? It's not a board meeting. I just, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's the same shit week after week, and what's starting to happen is it's making me say the same shit week after week. I'm becoming repetitive because we're always repetitive, but I can only say what I see, and they keep doing the same shit every week. The same shit. Obviously, we're gonna get to it, but Raw ended with Cody Rhodes and Seth staring at each other like 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 they're two closeted gays that don't know what to do. Just kids if that's the case, innit? Get it over and done with. Just fucking staring into each other's eyes in the crowd. You know what? I want to say big up to the crowd because Green Bay didn't have that many people in there. The crowd was loud as shit. But also, fuck the crowd too, bro, because they're just chanting and this is awesome to bullshit, bro. It's not awesome. We watched Seth and Cody have 3 matches in a row already. It's not awesome. It's not awesome. Stop fucking lying. I swear, I'm being deadly serious at this point. Heel turn savage is I'm not joking. I never fake any reaction online. I never fake any clips that I put out. And you like see when we do live streams, it's real excitement in the moment. Heel savage is here, bro. I've had enough of this shit. It's fucking terrible. It's terrible. I don't care. Fuck this shit, man. Fanatics, if you don't want to pay me anymore because I'm saying stuff about WWE, fuck you too. I don't give a shit, bro. Fuck you. Fuck my QR code. Fuck all of it. Fucking shit, bro. It's fucking shit, bro. This is bad TV, bro. Not to mention people don't want to watch TV anymore. This is bad. This is shit, bro. Morris said to me, why am I here so early? Because I had to get... Bro, I'm dying of hay fever. Allergies are going crazy. I'm in the gym, clanging and banging to get back, to wait to do a review for something that's not exciting. I'm just sitting there like, nah, fuck that. What am I waiting for? I'm in the gym at 5:05, bro. I might as well just do the stream. I might as well just do it. This, even knowing even waking up, knowing what's gonna happen, knowing that knowing that Goldberg's coming back, knowing that Oscar's coming back. Do you guys realize how this stream started? This Raw started in 2025. What are we? I can't believe this shit. I honestly can't believe this shit. I don't want to hear anything about the 2017 is the worst era of wrestling, or the 2000 and whatever, the Vince McMahon's the worst era of wrestling. This shit. Yeah, we had some dodgy shit. We had man pouring fucking dog food over Roman. I thought that was bad. That was bad, but the only thing I'll say, the difference is the pouring the dog food over Roman and the fucking all the blue toilet stuff ending up all over Baron Corbin and Bobby Lashley with his fucking transgender sisters and Sami Zayn getting fucking vertigo and Lana was a lesbian for a second, but then she wasn't a lesbian. Like all of that shit, isolated incidences, and then we'll get back to something else. This isn't isolated. This is week after week, and I have to tell you guys again. I've said it thousands of times. I swear, WWE. Listen, you guys don't realize it. You see what it feels like with no Roman around already. Prepare for when he's actually gone, and there's no hope of him coming back because Roman won't be one of those geezers that retire and start turning up every 6 years like Ric Flair and all these men. He'll be gone. The bloodline's already done. They don't want to book Solo properly as it is. Jacob might be the only hope. They don't want to book any Uso properly. They don't want to book the New Day properly. Seth does the same shit week in, week out. Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker they're bouncers. They're bodyguards, bro. I said this to Morris in the last stream about Oscar, and I had to keep letting him know I wasn't talking about myself. I was talking about the product. Surely they're going to bring her back and make her win. And guess what? They did. And she got the worst promo you've heard. At the beginning of the show, the worst promo you've heard. JD McDonald versus AJ Styles blood. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares what JD ever does, bro. I haven't cared about anything he's done. The last time I cared about JD, his name was Jordan Devlin. Yeah? In Blackpool. NXT Blackpool 2, bro. JD. You know what JD's in England? It's a sports shop, bro. Where you buy kicks. Nobody cares about them, bro. I don't care about Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed. I don't care about the Secret Cervix. I don't care about any of this shit. It stinks, bro. Big up Dax. He believed in Joe Henry. Don't turn up on the WWE roster, bro. Stay where you are. They will ruin you, bro. They will ruin you, bro. I'm hearing, Morris, I'm telling you, bro, JD McDonough, the number one stunner you heard, word to Booker T. That's the last time. Sorry if you're not tuning in and you're new and you're waiting for a Raw review, but we'll get to it. But I'm pissed because the Raw review is going to take about 5 minutes and I'm going to be pissed all the way through it. And when we're done, I'll take everyone's comments and you lot can talk about Raw because I don't care about it. First message I got from my son. Morning, Dad. Hope you're well. Waking up to see Goldberg turn up on Raw is like waking up to see your girlfriend lips in another man. Leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Swear down, that's what my son said. I'll be honest. Whether you love Goldberg or you hate Goldberg, I kind of feel sorry for him because they have to keep going back to the well of legends because they're shit, because the product's shit. So they always have to go back to the well of the same people over and over and over again. It's all fun. It's all fun to say like, oh, Oldberg. Yeah, but I hear it. But he's around the same age as Undertaker, so no one ain't calling Undertaker old. So it's just boring now. It's not original. Nobody cares. I don't care if you call him Oldberg, Coldberg, Boldberg. I don't give a shit. It's not original. Nobody cares. It's not funny. Yeah, you don't like him. It's okay. I get it and that. Fucking Raw. How dare you in 2000? I don't give a shit how good these people are. How dare you? How dare you start a Raw with Dom and Liv in the ring and EO, bro? I repeat, how dare you start a Monday Night Raw with Dom and Liv and EO in the ring? 1, it makes no sense. 2, it makes no sense. And 3, it makes no sense. Listen, you guys know what I hate. And I'm at the point now. I swear to you, I'm at the point now. I'm actually thinking that era with the fucking general manager was a laptop just beeping might be what this might be worse than that. That's saying something. The general manager was a laptop, bro. I repeat, the general manager was a laptop. It wasn't even an Apple Mac. Give me Hornswoggle over this any day, bro. Yeah? Give me Hornswoggle over this any day, bro. You just ruin shit. Legends that will like if you don't bring legends back, you're stuck. When you bring legends back, you don't book them properly. The stars that you should make stars, you don't make them stars. The people you shouldn't make stars, you just throw them in the forefront. And it's so painfully obvious to see that this poor guy just books the people that he liked in NXT, or that Shawn Michaels is telling him, "Oh, this person's great in NXT, bring him up." He doesn't like anyone close to the same age as him. He doesn't like anyone who's already a full-grown adult who can say anything back to him. He don't like grown men to say anything to him. He doesn't like confrontation. He wants someone to call him. You know that they actually call him Papa H as a nickname. Hear what I'm saying? Hear what I'm saying? I heard grown man Damian Priest, Damian Al Prieste, bruv. Yeah, El Epo. All right for El Campeon, Wepa. I heard this bitch called Triple H, Paul Levesque, Papa H. Cody agreed. Fuck both of yous, bro. Fuck both of yous. Fuck your shit singlet. Fuck your stupid hairstyle. Fuck your wings. Fuck your flames. I don't care. Keep the theme song. Theme song's cold. Cody, fuck you. Fuck your list, but I don't care, bro. Fuck all of that. Fuck all of that. No damn well Triple H did. There's one thing about Paul. He definitely didn't bring back Goldberg. Why would he? He don't like any of them people. Constantly. You know what? I can't believe that somehow he's brought his own people up from NXT. Clearly, all the people that Vince pushed, he doesn't like them. He's got them out of there. Got rid of MVP, Bobby Lashley, shouting. Wouldn't you know that he's got rid of all the people that were his peers at the time? Tell me I'm wrong. Think of all the people that have left. Carlito just said, "Nah, you might like me as a person, but you don't like my character." Carlito out of there. R-Truth tried to get him out of there. Roman not even on the card. Cena's come back for a retirement tour. Hear what I'm saying to you, bro. Bobby, Shelton, MVP, Brock Lesnar. He don't want him around, bro. He don't want him around. He wants everyone to call, oh yeah, I love. He wants to bring out flowers and that to Rhea and all this shit. He wants Roxanne all that to hang on to his coattails and that. Oh, Julia, bruv. Fuck you and Julia, bro. I don't give a shit, bruv. I don't want to see Julia, bruv. Keep her on NXT, bro. Well, she's just great because she's great. Nah, she's not. And everyone's got to stop lying as well. Man, them acting like they woke up to watch Stardom at fucking 3 a.m. in the morning every week. You didn't. It stinks, bruv. It stinks, bro. Him and Shawn, fuck Shawn Michaels too. I didn't like Shawn. I've never liked Shawn anyway, bro. So I don't care. You lot can all fucking wank over Shawn and his cowboy hat. I don't care about Shawn Michaels anyway. Never cared about him, bro. He's a cold wrestler. Yeah, he's cold. When I was growing up, I had to keep hearing people tell me he's the greatest. And I was a Bret Hart guy. I didn't like him. I didn't like him then. I don't like his cross-eyed ass now, bro. I don't care, bro. Fuck him. And all these little fucking this internet crowd that I'm not allowed to have my opinion on the internet on wrestling because the internet crowd says, nah, are you crazy? You're delusional. How can you not like this era? Shut your fucking mouth, bro. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You can enjoy it. I never tell people not to enjoy it. I come on here every week. I say, if you enjoyed it, good luck to you. I'm happy for you. You know why I'm happy? Because I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, bro. Yeah? When I was on remand, bro, yeah, and I had to watch fucking Homes Under the Hammer and these auction shows and stuff. If they gave me this Raw, I would have killed myself in prison, bro. If they gave me this Raw to watch in prison, I would have hung myself, bro. Real talk, I would have deleted myself. Because I would have been trapped in the four walls with just this shit in my mind all day. If my cellmate put this Raw on, I'd punch him up. Instantly, no questions, that on site, bro. Yo, Savage, can I borrow the sugar? It's over with. It's over with. Put him in a headlock, go to sleep. This is crazy shit. The fuck is this show, bro? I have to watch Cody and Seth have their little gay down at the end. Just gazing into each other's eyes, bro. You got Brandy yet? I get it with Seth, because obviously your girl says she's a man, so I hear it. You got Brandy, bro. And you gazing into next man's eyes, into the long hair. What does it for you, bro? Relax. Relax. No one belongs to a fucking brand, so fuck a brand split. The titles don't make a difference. New Day never get to defend their titles. They cut their best stuff online where no one can see it. Yeah? Funny that. Who liked the New Day? Vince McMahon. Okay, so let's just not use them properly, but let's use the Viking Raiders, the Viking Experience, the Viking fucking Showdown, the Viking Collective, the Viking Community, whatever they are. Let's use them. But when New Day get the title, keep them off all the PLEs. Don't show them anywhere. Street Profits. You don't. Oh yeah, so they can't go on there. I'm starting to see a pattern here, bro. It's either a Vince guy or it's something else, bro. And I tried to stay away from that something else, but now it's starting to look a bit kabuki-ish. If you know, you know. I don't want to be that guy, but if you know, you know. Triple H, he was a rude boy. Paul Levesque, pussy-o, end up. Same shit every week. Every fucking week. Now they're talking about doing mergers with TNA. Proper mergers where you can defend all the. I already see Trick Williams got the TNA title. Keep that merge with NXT, bro. Don't be merging it with the main roster, bro. I ain't trying to see you bring Moose up and turn him into an idiot, bro. Yeah? Not trying to see it. Don't try and bring Dolph Ziggler back, then I don't know what to call him. I don't know whether to call him Nick or Dolph, bro. I'm not having it. Don't bring Mustafa Ali back. Right then. That was the cold open, 27 minutes in, but who gives a shit? It's the last one. I'm telling you, it's the last. It's the last live Raw review. I've cancelled this show twice already before. This is the last live Raw review. Just know that. Look out for it. It will be there every week. But I can't do this live anymore. I'll give you like another show instead where you like can have you say, I'm not doing this shit, bro. Fox, you know, fuck SmackDown too, bro. They ain't gonna try and hustle me with that. The one show they did in the weekend because you made R-Truth run out a few times because you're gonna be booking. You're gonna be fucking cooking R-Truth and yeah, and I'm still saying R-Truth because in 5 weeks they'll be treating him like R-Truth again, bro. Try to turn man into a fucking clown, bro. Triple H acting like, oh yeah. Did you like the show? Or part of the show? Fuck you, bro. Right, this show started off. Liv Morgan, Dominic Mysterio, and Io. Liv and Dom come into the ring. Nobody cares. I don't give a damn. The only good thing about this segment was the way Liv looked in it. I don't care about what they had to say. She came out moaning about the fact that Nikki left her name out last week. Now, the the question is, why do I care that UK and Nikki left your name out when you told Nikki to her face and beat her up for it already? So I know what's going on with this show. If everyone else wants to be deluded, fine. If you don't want to know the truth, look away. They're just trying to kill time for Netflix. Netflix will clock on soon that you got no stars and there's no money coming in. That's what they'll clock on soon. But that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to waste time on this 12-minute fucking showdown for no reason. Io and Liv doesn't even make sense. What? Because Io said backstage that she liked Nikki. It makes no sense. You already took Nikki out. Why did you come out moaning about it? Then she comes out demanding she's going to get a rematch for a title that she lost ages ago. I hear it, Liv. I hear it. I've been saying they pick and choose when people get rematches. Damon can have a rematch. Gunther can have a rematch. Liv can't have one. Roman can't have one. Cody wants to have it. Cody's gone into a whole King of the Ring tournament to get back to that title. But when Paul Heyman turned up on Raw, he could. Oh yeah, Sammy, I've got you a championship match. You just got to go to SmackDown. Okay, well, I don't even know why Sammy said no because there's no brand split. There's no brand split, so you might as well do that. Dominic tries to take the mic from Liv. You hear the boos. Listen, WWE, don't insult my intelligence. I'm not a prick, bro. Yeah, there's 10,000 seat stadium or whatever the fuck it is in Green Bay. You sold 6,500 tickets. Yeah, that means there's still a lot of tickets left in it. There's still a lot, 3,500 tickets left empty space. And you mean to tell me that crowd is louder than one of the ever crowds I've heard booing Dom? And then I look at the crowd and there's a few people booing him. You piped in the noise. I'm not a prick, bro. Yeah, I'm not a prick. You piped in the noise. So whatever. They don't want to let Dom speak, and Dom does the same shtick he's been doing for a year. Put the mic up, put the mic down, pick the mic up. You know what I mean? Yeah. All of that, bruv. Yeah, and then EO's music comes out. You guys are going to learn the hard way. And when I say you guys, I don't just mean the people in the chat, because some of you like agreed at the time, some of you didn't, it's whatever. But you fans are going to find out the hard way, bro. I told you when EO won that title, bad champion coming up. People have to stop being snowflakes in this generation, bro. I'm not saying stuff to diss people. I'm not saying stuff to cook anyone. I'm saying EO can't speak very good English. I mean, she can speak English. You know what? She can speak good English away from the WWE. For a regular person to be able to speak Japanese and then speak fluent English is great. Sadly, in WWE, you got to be in front of a live audience. You're cutting a promo. You're saying stuff you don't want to say. It comes across terrible. So I don't want to hear her talk in it. When without talking, she's a great entrance with good in-ring work. And before everyone gets overly, oh my God, EO's so incredible in the ring. I disagree, man. She's good. But I've seen her make too many, it's too much sloppiness going on in that ring. Yeah, Corey, she can't got promo, bro. Sad to say, but she can't. Just like Oscar can't either. And you'll see when I get to that as well. But, hey, what do I know? I'm just a fan. They beg for it. Liv tries to attack Io. Io takes her out, then takes out Dom because Dom's a pussy when it comes to, even though he's the Intercontinental Champion, he's a pussy again. So Yeah, that's what happened in that segment. Brilliant stuff. First match of the night, we have returning Oscar, Stephanie Vakia, Raquel Rodriguez, and Ivy Nile in the first round match of the 2025 Queen of the Ring tournament. After everything Stephanie Vicky has gone through the last couple of weeks, constantly wrestling, you didn't need to put her in this tournament if you knew damn well she wasn't going to win. I knew she wasn't going to win. You didn't need to put her in there at all. Yes, she's not getting pinned. I don't care. You didn't need to put her in the match. Yeah, we can talk about it after Morris. We can talk about the girl after the thing after, but she didn't need to be in the match. You didn't need to ruin her momentum, take her out of there, but you didn't. Just like the Money in the Bank. So now back-to-back losses. But hey, I digress. Ivy Nile, at this point, this is nothing against Ivy Nile. I think Ivy's great. I think they're using her completely wrong. I think she gets the bad end of the stick. She doesn't win any matches anyway. So now, even beating her doesn't mean anything. If you have a one-on-one with Ivy Nile, there's no point celebrating when you win. You know what I mean? That is like it's like playing against Scunthorpe in it, or Forest Green, and you're Manchester United or Real Madrid. It doesn't make any sense. So there's no point cheering. It's like a pre-season match. They keep treating her bad. She looks great. She's got a soft voice. She can do the not talking thing and use they call her the pit bull, but whatever. And yeah, waste of space. Raquel Rodriguez being in this match, I knew she wasn't going to win anyway, even though she's got way better over the last year and a half. After she had that skin condition, she's come back. She's been great. I'm enjoying what she's doing. But we knew she wasn't going to win. So yeah, a returning Oscar wins the match. Great stuff. Brilliant stuff. And then she does the running hip attack. And what the fuck did they call it again? Because I swear the commentator said she calls that the. And I said, oh, okay. I didn't know it was a new move because I've seen her do it before. So the Empress Impact. I've got it in my notes. Oh God, she hit her with the Empress Impact, brother. Don't Naomi do that every week? Don't Naomi do the Empress Impact every week? The rear view. Am I tripping? So Oscar just come and plagiarized Naomi's move and that. Just colonized their move. The Empress Impact. I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck the Empress of Tomorrow means, bruv. Fucking big up Tyson. Yeah, I was glad that she returned with the theme as well, but she can return with the old theme with the same face paint. All right. That's the fucking rear view. So when Naomi does it, I expect somebody to die now. Because clearly one of them's a bit more enhanced in a certain area and it would hurt more on a whiplash thing. But anyway, I digress. Oscar wins and advances to the next round. Nobody cares, to be honest, bro. Like, nobody cares. And then we have an in-ring interview with the returning Oscar with Kathy Kelly. And now, Morris, I just said, like, bro, I literally just said Oscar's been doing this the whole time. I just said this. But she didn't have a name to her. Naomi did, and Naomi's been doing it at the same time as well. Since she was with Funkasaurus when I didn't know who Oscar was. So I'm done with the plagiarizing thing, bro. Rosa Parks didn't sit for this, bro. It's Naomi's move. Okay, so get in ring interview with Kathy Kelly. Always a blessing to see Kathy Kelly. Always big up Kathy Kelly. This is the worst promo since the start of the show, which was Liv and Io. Again, nobody's ready for Oscar. For Oscar, everyone is ready for you. You lose quite a lot. Like, I don't know what we're doing in it. This is not the back in the day now. Yeah, this isn't 2017. Yeah, you do lose a lot. She said, and I quote, "There's a fire inside of her. It's still alive. She's going to become the queen. Nobody's ready for Oscar. Oscar, everyone's ready for you, bro. I'm not. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody's ready for you still. So let's just get that out of there. Big up Oscar. Video recap of Gunther and Jay. Thanks for reminding us about that bullshit. More bullshit to remind us of a press conference taking part at the Fanatics event. which again they keep inviting me to, and I keep saying I ain't going to that shit unless it's in my country or you give me a plane ticket. Yeah, so Fanatic, you hear that? With my wages, with my money, throw me a plane ticket. Otherwise, go fuck yourself, bro. I said what I said. We get a Judgment Day clubhouse meeting. Raquel doesn't want to talk strategy with Liv Morgan after what just happened with Rhea Ripley. Oh yeah, because Rhea Ripley got involved in that match and gave her Riptide because Rhea has to be about, because main character syndrome, Rhea has to be about. Liv says that she'll do it by herself and storms out. JD McDonald wants to know why he's having a match with AJ Styles. He was supposed to fight them a shot for the World Tag Team titles. And then we realize that Dominic is the one who got it. Now, I just want to ask a question because I could be wrong. So Dom can just, because I've been seeing this for the last few months, Dom will just go away and he's like, I'm going to go have a word with Adam Pearce. I've got you a match. I'm going to go have a word with Adam Pearce. Got you Intercontinental title match. I'm going to go have a word with Adam Pearce. I got you that tag team match. So Dom has more authority than Roman Reigns, is what you're telling me. Because Roman can't ask for shit. Can't ask for shit. Roman lost his title over a year ago and ain't had a rematch. The only thing Roman's fought for in that year's time is the Royal Rumble victory and the Ulafala beads, which was already his. Okay? Just wanted to make sure. Big up Morris. Do you actually email them saying to pay? No. I don't need it. I'm not a beg. I'm just telling them, you want me there? Do it. But obviously, they don't need me there, and I'm not a big deal. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just making a point. I won't be going to no damn event. I'm not. The way the state of wrestling is now, I'm not going to no event. I'm not going to no live show. Raw's coming up in my city. I'm not going to that. Fuck all of that. We move on. Gunther comes out. The ring is general. Listen, Gunther's not bad on the mic. Sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it doesn't. His aura's gone a little bit. The fear factor's gone because you lost to Sammy and Jay. So, where the fuck is Kaiser, bro? Nah, Dax, I like Karen. Karen's my guy. Where the fuck is Kaiser, though? Seriously. Because as much as Gunther can talk, I liked it better when Kaiser spoke for him. It made Gunther seem more important, made him seem more regal. If you're a general, having your lieutenant speak for you seemed like, yeah, this is kind of cold still. Where the fuck is he, bro? Anybody? Nobody? Somebody? Okay. It's okay. So we can't have Kaiser on the show. But every week on SmackDown. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. We get it. No. He comes out. He says he was at WrestleMania. He was mad enough to admit that Jay was the better night, and he was better for one night because every other single night I'm untouchable. You're not untouchable because you couldn't just get Pat McAfee out of there. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's such is life. Hasn't been seen since he made that tweet about Charlotte over something Charlotte caused. Oh the that's why Kaiser's in my DMs thing. Tweet, yeah. Oh yeah, that's not true. That's not true. They weren't using him just before that. They weren't using him because that was the build up to WrestleMania, and they had started to fucking have him in the rafters, and then they have him backstage. So it's not that because the last time all the times we saw him up until the last 2 weeks have been him speaking to Kath Kelly last backstage or Byron or somebody, and then there's a fight and he always gets cut off. Fuck knows, bro. Fuck knows. That's I don't like Ludwig because anytime he wrestles, he always wears those stupid tiny shorts, and I don't want to see that. I hear it still. I hear it. I just like that. He's pompous and it's supposed to be like that. He's supposed to think he's better than everyone and that. So I like the character, but Then Gunter says, I've heard all the rumors, I've heard all the chatter about what's next for me. No, 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 definitely not that guy. Um, I cussed him out in front of his family. He learned his lesson. I don't care about the rumors. And then, um, since I'm the target, I want to make it very easy for you. I'm right here. Nobody waste any more time. And then, obviously, yeah, Goldberg comes. Goldberg, Goldberg. Okay, well, clearly when Goldberg came out again, they were chanting Goldberg, but they did pipe in that noise. It was too loud, way too clear. I'm telling you that it wasn't as loud as that. It didn't make for a great viewing experience at home because I could see the crowd. So, whatever. He does his regular stuff, but obviously now we know when these men get to a certain age, they have to wear the same denim jeans, bro. I swear they just dish out jeans between each other. Goldberg, Shawn, fucking Austin, they just dish out the same blue jeans between each other. I hear it still. I hear it. But yeah. Listen, I'm not gonna joke around about Goldberg anymore because, as I said, at any point it becomes a bit like whatever. In it, if I don't like the wrestler, which I don't dislike Goldberg, I just don't care for him. Yeah, he ain't been. I didn't like when he came into the WWE early. Anyway, I didn't like the first thing he did was spear the Rock. I hated him from that moment on, and everything in WCW was great. So let's not try to rewrite history and pretend like he was shit in WCW because he wasn't. The difference is as you grow up and you start paying attention to more the wrestling, then you start realizing, oh, he can only do these things, which means he can only hang with certain people. And if he can only hang with certain people, it means that if you don't give him stories, it has to be the same repetitive Goldberg stuff. That's why he was on the run of 175 wins because he needs to jackhammer, spear, get you out of there. Maybe a super kick, but you know what happens there. You might give somebody a stroke. So he became dangerous to work with because he's not a wrestler. He admits that himself, even on the Death of WCW documentary, he says the same thing. And he was an attraction back in the day, and now he's not because you're limited. So his run in WWE has always been a bit trash. It's always wound people up. And when we got to a part where we all wanted to see new stars being used, i.e., Bray Wyatt, well, first of all, you're never going to get over good nearly killing one of the biggest legends in wrestling history, The Undertaker, but you nearly dropped him on his head. And then, we're not trying to see Super Showdown or the Showdown Down Under, and then you're giving The Fiend one spear while he's taking his jacket off and win the title off him. We ain't trying to see that. So ever since that moment, that was when the fans really, that was a full heel turn on him when he done that to The Fiend. Now remember, he doesn't book that. So technically it's not even his fault. But he had to go through that. Not to mention he beat Brock Lesnar the same way. Kevin Owens the same way. Dolph Ziggler the same way. So, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. But, yeah, I hear it. Now, Dax is right. Prime Goldberg had aura. Bro, like, if anyone's trying to deny that Prime Goldberg had aura, bro, then you're kind of lying to yourself, bro. He was a big deal, bro. Like, he was the biggest deal on WCW at one point. In WWE though, not so much. You know what I mean? Not so much. And that's why we saw after that Brock Lesnar Goldberg thing at WrestleMania that time with Stone Cold as the ref. Yeah, since that moment, man ain't really fucked with him like that. But Prime Goldberg, but in WWE, nah. Didn't like any of that. Didn't like him against Triple H with the Evolution stuff. Nah. But it's what it is. He comes in the ring, he does regular Goldberg stuff, like that. So, yeah, I hear it, Morris. I hear it. Um, don't be confused, Gunter. It's all good because tonight is your night. Tonight I'm here to celebrate you winning the World Heavyweight Championship. I understand how proud you must feel. So congratulations. I just wanted to put a little note on tonight and to tell you how proud I was of you. Blah 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 blah. Then he says, one more thing before I go. The reason why this whole thing didn't make any sense. He said one more thing before go, and then went to refer back to when he dissed Goldberg and Gabe was there, and I'm like, Gunter just said that. So you're not saying anything new like, oh my God, you shocked me. But he did say that. A few months ago, he started something with me and my family in Atlanta, Georgia. The reason why he mentioned Atlanta, Georgia is because that's where he's going to retire. That's where he lives. I'm going to make sure that I end it in Atlanta, Georgia, July 12th, Saturday night's main event. You're mine. And Gunter, you're next. Now Gunter has to go back to playing that same chicken shit scared you every single time, bro. Gunter's got to be scared of Jay, and he's got to be scared of Sammy. Well, why is Gunter scared of anybody, bro? He was in wars in NXT, bro. He had the Intercontinental title for 8. It's the longest reigning Intercontinental champion of all time, bro. Why is he scared of anybody? When Goldberg said you're next, he should have kicked him in his shin, bro. He should have kicked him in his shin. Not to mention, when Goldberg walked out on his entrance through the pyro, obviously this was reported anyway, but I saw it. When he walked out, he was limping. He's got a mashed up rotator cuff. So now you mean to tell me you brought this man back and you're basically saying he's only got one match in him and you're going to use that Saturday night's main event just because it's in his hometown when we know he's going to lose? Listen, at least give him 2 matches, hasn't it? At least give him 2 matches, bro. 2, like a young warm-up match. Maybe not a champion, give him somebody to fight. And then fight Gunter in it. Fucking hell, bro. Like, this is bad, man. Like, John Cena and Goldberg retiring in the same year. To a lot of people, they prefer Goldberg over John Cena, career-wise. And then you mean to tell me that one of them gets to do what he wants all year, and one of them, oh, you got 1 match left in me? Brother, I'm not going to lie. If you got 1 match left in you, bro, and it ain't at WrestleMania, brother, just stay at home and just retire you just retire at home, bro. Because I've got a feeling this is going to end bad. I got a feeling it's going to end bad, bro. He's going to try and pick up Gunter for the jackhammer. He's going to tear his shoulder. He's going to drop Gunter on his head. I can't be seeing this shit, bro. Saudi Arabia Crown Jewel was the crowning moment when we knew it's over for Goldberg, bro. Yeah? Just like it was over for Undertaker. Just like it was over for Kane and Triple H and Shawn Michaels. It's over, bro. Must have got enough of that Saudi money last time. I think he knows, innit? Like, he knows his body, and I'm not even mad at it, bro, but, like, doesn't make any sense, man. He shouldn't even be scared of Bron Breakker, bro. What's to be scared of? Bron Breakker lost to everybody. When he got to the roster and just started losing to everyone. He lost to Sammy, he lost to Jay. Like, basically, him and Gunter are the same person. They just lose to the same people. Jacob Fatu's different because he's been booked different. So he doesn't really lose any match clean. Like, he kind of like has to be a multi-person match for Fatu to lose. It's craziness, bro. It's absolute craziness, bro. But whatever, man. Goldberg's there, and you know what I mean? And also, Nikki Bella only got attacked by Liv Morgan last week with the Oblivion. Where is she? This is what I'm saying to you about I'm not mad at the stars. I'm not mad at the wrestlers. I'm mad at the people booking them. Stop booking people to come back and then not finishing stuff. Like when you're trying to bring somebody back, go, listen, we need you as much as you need us. Don't make it seem more desperate. Tell them that everything's going great, and then say to them, listen, we've got this thing coming up. We want you to be a part of it. We're gonna need 6 weeks of your time, 8 weeks of your time. Where do you need me though? We need you like every week. Yeah. In fact, we need out of the 8 weeks, we need you 6 weeks, and you can 2 of the weeks you can cut like a satellite video or something like that. Okay, say no more. We'll get you a plane. We'll get you the fanciest hotel. Say no more. Cool. That's it. That's it. Oh yeah, that makes sense then because she was injured on it. Makes sense because I thought that Roxanne was going to get involved in that match. So you're probably right. It was Nikki. But if that's the case, it still doesn't make sense because what people are telling me is that Nikki and Liv get in the building at the same time. Liv goes to the ring. Nikki sees her backstage from a trailer or whatever. Oh, is that Liv? Yeah. Liv attacked me last week. Oh yeah. I'm gonna wait till she's in a match and attack her. Why would you just not go out there and attack her, bro? Dom ain't gonna do anything. Wrestling logic, but whatever. All right, hay fever starting to kick in now, so let's move on quickly. Second match, AJ Styles, JD McDonald's with Dominic Mysterio ringside. Nobody cares, nobody cares, nobody cares, nobody cares. Style clash. AJ wins. Okay. Alpha Academy gives Sheamus encouragement ahead of his King of the Ring match. Tozawa wants Sheamus to kick Rusev's ass. Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. Another bad segment. Another bad segment. Morris, that's kind of fucked up still, man. What do you mean, bro? Like, she got injured, bro. Big man, stop spamming the chat, bro. Like, I can see shit in it. Yeah, Corey, I'll get to that message in a minute. Let me get to the live match before I even start talking about it. We had Bailey and Becky segment. Oh my god, this was this is worse than the first segment simply because these two are veterans, bro. I know it doesn't feel like it, but they've been around for ages. Becky and Bailey. What the fuck was this, man? Why they got Bailey pandering to the crowd? I'm not here for titles and title shots. I'm here for them. I'm here for the crowd. Ding dong, Green Bay, she said. So listen. She said ding dong, Green Bay. And then she said, did you hear that, Michael Cole? Bailey. You haven't. All right, guys. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. I don't know if Bailey's like got any self awareness, but you got attacked before WrestleMania on SmackDown, didn't it? Why are you returning speaking about Ding Dong, Green Bay, and Michael Cole? Did you hear that? Like you've been gone for a year. Why? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Bullshit, bro. All I was thinking the whole time was, look kind of thick still. That's all I thought. I ain't gonna lie. That's all I was thinking. Sounds disrespectful, but it's just the truth. And I ain't here to tell lies. The problem with this promo is Bailey is supposed to be the babyface. Becky is supposed to be the heel. But everything that Becky said was right. Everything she said was correct. She's like, listen, you're moaning about WrestleMania and that. I took you out. I took your spot. And nobody cared. She said nobody cared about you, bro. She said they cheered me. Just like that. And then they cheered me when I attacked Lyra as well. She's right. They don't give a shit. The people don't care. They'll cheer Becky's music. They'll cheer when she attacks anybody, even if it's the biggest babyface. So, you know, I don't understand what Bailey's point was. You pandering. There's nothing for you on the show. The one that you call Papa H doesn't care about booking you properly. So you kind of irrelevant to the roster now. And I mean, you're actually relevant to the roster like more than nearly anybody. You're not needed. You went on Chris Van Fleet. You said, "Oh, you'd like to do like a love angle with somebody and that." Okay, where is it? No love angle. I feel bad for her. She has to take some onus because her promos have never got good, and she's been there forever. So like, I'm not blaming WWE on that. Your promos are shit. They're terrible. They're poor. They're abhorrent. They're disgusting. They're diabolical. They're rubbish. Yeah, I can't remember one good thing Bailey's ever said. She had that stupid ding dong show. Nobody cares about the stupid ding dong show. She keeps trying to get over this ding dong thing. Nobody cares, bro. You know when somebody, in real life when somebody just keeps trying to like, you're in a group of people, someone tries to like throw out a one-liner, but everyone's talking, and you can hear the one line, but you know it's kind of dead, and you're kind of like saving the person, going, we heard the one line, let's carry on talking, and then they say it again, and then you carry on talking, and then they go, "Hey guys, did you hear what I said? I said," and you're like, "Brother, the joke was shit, bro. Like, don't you get it? We tried to save you, bro. Now we have to embarrass you, bro." That's what it's like hearing Bailey's promos, bro. Every time she says ding dong, fans are like, "Ah, yeah, Bailey." You know what I mean? Hey, Bailey. Ooh, ah. And then she's like, "Yeah, ding dong." We're like, "Hey, Bailey." They're like, "Ding dong, guys." Like, Bailey, shut the fuck up now. All right, shut the fuck up. Fucking ding dong. Ding dong. I've been dead serious. The best you've ever heard from Bailey was lockdown when there was no fans in there. When she was with Sasha Banks. This was the most diabolical of promos between both of them. It was terrible. It wasn't funny. It was shit. It was shit. She said, "Oh, Becky, do you remember what it feels like to fight for everything?" And then she was like, "Do you remember what it feels like to have gold?" And she's like, "Oh, actually, I don't. Why don't you remind me?" She said it like She said it like it was the thing as well. She's like, "Do you remember what it's like to fight for everything?" Becky's like, "Huh, do you remember what it's like to hold the title? Do you remember what it's like to have gold?" And she's like, no, I don't actually. Why don't you show me what it feels like?" What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck? What the fuck does that mean? Show me what it feels like to have gold. How? 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 Then she said, "Oh, this is the part that got me." She said, "I don't actually. Why don't you remind me?" Then she said, I swear to God, I swear I can't. This is the worst shit I've seen." She said, "Step to me. Go on." And then she backed off into the mid ring. She said, "Don't lean up against the ropes. Step to me." Get her out of here, coach. Get her out of here, coach. What? What? Step to me. What the fuck? What the fuck? Ain't Bailey Mexican? Can't you bring a bit of culture into the thing? Like, digging to your roots and that, the Mayans and all that. The fuck is going on? Step to me. Step to me. Then Becky done this weird thing. She said, I'm not gonna turn my back on you because you're sneaky. But okay, you want a little match. You're sneaky. Didn't you attack her? You want a little match, eh? You want a top of the morning to your cut your half fight you twice. Do you want a match? Do you want a fucking match? Cut your half fight you twice. It's not for me, it's from your man. Saw me dad for the caravan. Do you want a match? I'll give you a little match, right? But not in Green Bay. I'll see you in Columbus. Great stuff. So now we gotta go Ohio. No, bro, Morris, it wasn't a question, bro. She's Mexican, bro. I heard her she said that. That was a whole rest. No, you remember her San Diego, San Francisco, whatever WrestleMania gimmick? It was all down to like the, you get me? It was all the Mayan pyramids and all that, bro. She's Mexicana or something, bro. She's either way, she's Latina, bro. So yeah, big up Dakota. Becky bringing up shit from 5 years ago. No one cares, bro. Becky slaps Bailey in the face in my notes, but doesn't slap Bailey in the face. What the fuck was this, bro? That slap wasn't a slap, bro. She slapped hair, bro. And then she caught a forearm to the face. Listen, man. I'm here for mistakes. I'm here for people slipping. I'm here for people falling over. I'm here for life mistakes. You see this stupid slap what didn't touch anyone? Allow me. Allow me. Terrible. Terrible. And also, I'm pretty sure when Becky said you can have a match, she said, yeah, but it's not for the title. But I don't want to fight you then. But then again, Bailey, you did say I'm not here for titles, I'm here for them. So go fight for the crowd then. Get for the crowd's adulation. Next up, third match, Liv Morgan versus Kairi Sane. This match didn't go all the way because she landed on her shoulder awkwardly. Looked like she dislocated her shoulder, pulled out of place. Hopefully it is a dislocation and it's nothing too major. And she can come back. Because to open the show and talk about that you're the leader of the women's division and everything goes for you, and then to get injured on the same night, it's kind of crazy. And the stuff with her and Nikki, you set it up now. So hopefully she can get back. If she doesn't get back, I'll do a video on this, but I'm pretty sure they're just going to rip off the whole storyline they did with Rhea before, but a little bit different. So I would have, in fact, I'll save it for the show, but I would probably have Adam Pearce say, like, if you don't defend the tag team titles within this time, you're going to have to give up the titles. Raquel can't find a partner. She ends up using Roxanne. Roxanne wins with her, keeps the title. Judgment Day's happy, and then when Liv comes back, she's not happy about it. Something like that. 16 weeks! It sucks. So she's going to miss Women's Evolution and SummerSlam. It's peak still. Liv missing Women's Evolution is massive, considering she's been the mainstay, but such is life. Such is life. That's wrestling for you, man. I do worry about... I know wrestlers get injured, but something about the women's roster, man. Obviously, women and men are not the same. Before all you wokies start telling me stuff in the chat, I'm a personal trainer. Doctor in sports science and that. So I'm just letting you know, the anatomy's not the same. Yeah, don't be all woke about it. They can have babies, we can't. They got vaginas, we don't. All right? They're a little bit weaker because we got more testosterone. Our hormones are different. And if she's injured, which it seemed like she is injured because the match had to get stopped, there didn't seem to be any hysterics about it. And then everything online after seems to say that she's injured. So I'm going to go with that for now. But it sucks, man, because she just had time off for a little while to do the movie. She's been back 2 weeks, and then she's injured again now. She's going to be off TV. I feel like when Liv, though, if it's a shoulder injury and the shoulder's in a sling, she can still do work video-wise, and I think she would. I think Liv seems like the kind of person that she would try and do more stuff to incorporate into storyline, so it'd be interesting. How do you feel if Truth was to win the big one from Cena? To be honest, Dakota, I couldn't tell you that just yet. I'm not opposed to it, but I need to see how they book run for the rest of the year. They can't just have this run, what's there now, just win the title with nothing else. Because you already know how I feel. I have Roman kill John Cena. That's what I would have. But hey, it should be 4 weeks if not serious. Hopefully, she should still be back on TV. It depends on it. It depends. I've dislocated my shoulder many times, man, and every time's been different. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Remember, it's easy for us to say she should be back. I get what you're saying about backstage stuff, though. That she can be back straight away. But, so I say during this time, push Raquel as a singles player for the time being. Yeah, I mean, makes sense. Makes sense. The only problem is, like, I'm not trying to, them tag team titles need to be defended still. They need to be defended still. But they're not going to book Raquel properly anyway, so the safest thing Raquel can do is keep them titles, keep her job. May run T-Rest, and since he has old hippie heels, stuff like pulling chains off breast knuckles and yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm here for that still. I hear it. We move on from there. We had, after the stoppage, we had a video recap of CM Punk confronting John Cena. Nobody cares. Kathy Kelly backstage with Sami Zayn. So bored of this shit, man. Sami Zayn just says the same shit all the time, bro. Then we had him and Karrion Kross. Same shit. I just don't like how they're using Karrion in it. It's disrespectful at this point. Feels to me that, I've said this many times before to you guys, anyone who seems to be creative of any sort and a bit of a deep thinker when it comes to their character, the creative team don't like it. And you can go through the list of them. Anyone who seems to come across like that, Bray Wyatt, Bo Dallas, Karrion, LA Knight, anyone who seems to care about their character, they don't like it. So Such is life. They have the King of the Ring tournament semi-finals. Can't come up on the screen. We go to the fourth match: Sheamus, Bronson Reed with Paul Heyman, Rusev, and Jey Uso. This was the fifth and final match, or fourth and final match, I think, because it was the main event. Yeah, what happened is what we thought would happen. Jey won. One thing I'll say is the crowd are still behind Jey, so that's a good thing for him. They don't seem to have called off the fact that he's lost his title. The crowd are still there, yeeting. So that's a good thing. Yeah, the match was kind of like, listen, I knew Sheamus was gonna win. I knew Rusev was gonna win. You don't book Rusev properly anyway. Like Rusev and Aleister Black are literally booked the exact same on different brands, bro. Useless. Useless. Like honestly, if you didn't tune in to watch stuff live, you wouldn't be able to tell if Rusev and Aleister Black were in WWE or at AEW still. You wouldn't notice. There's no impact on the show. Not one bit. Not one bit. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. Few things about this match. Obviously, Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker are going to get involved because Fatal 4-Way, no disqualifications, they can, so they did. They wanted to make sure certain people didn't win the match. I'm a bit confused that Jey came out bandaged up from the previous week, even though you lost to a sleeper. So I must have missed something. Was it last week he got the tsunamis? It wasn't, was it? When the week before? Let me know in the chat if I'm wrong. I swear it was the week before he got all the tsunamis. Last week he lost the title on Monday. So why is his ribs hurting? Didn't he get choked up? I don't know. Because after he lost that match, I don't remember him sitting there with his son holding his abs. Did he turn up on SmackDown? Don't remember that. Maybe he did. Maybe that's what I've got it wrong. But all I'm saying is he had the bandage ribs, and of course, none of the heels took advantage of it somehow. He's got a whole mashed up rib. No one got a steel chair to the ribs. Didn't throw him in the table. Didn't throw him to the barricade. Didn't throw him against the ring post. Didn't stomp the hell out of his bandage. Didn't tear it off. They just saw that he has a weakness and just carried on. And then what Jey did when he won this match, Jey decided to do the Uso splash with the bandaged ribs, hits Donny with it, goes up to the top rope, does it again, hits Donny with it, don't sell the ribs at all, just pins and wins the match. But obviously when he gets up, then he sells the ribs. I see RVD sell the ribs every single time he does the frog splash, whether he's injured or not. This Donny is, brother, he's one of the boys, isn't he? He's got like Homelander's healing factor or something, bro, because I don't know what happened there. Absolute bullshit. Big up Anna in the chat. Absolute bullshit. It's not about me opposed to him winning. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, the way they booked this match, I couldn't give a shit who won. I said it was going to be Jey. He's going to end up fighting Sammy. Cody's going to end up fighting Randy. Oh, friendships on both sides. Oh, friend. Babyface friends. Oh, friends. Okay. And the only way that this is good is if I see Randy try to kick Cody's head off and I see Sammy cheat to beat Jey. If Sammy cheats to beat Jey, it feeds into what Karen's been saying. So that means when he goes to the final, there's the air about, oh, what's Sammy going to do? Is he going to cheat in that? Then he can go win. Because obviously Seth's going to cash in at some point anyway, so it didn't even make a difference. Yeah, exactly, Dakota, man. Like, not selling the ribs is crazy to me. Like, you've got the bandage is there to remind you to sell it. At least, like, if you just got hurt from your ribs, fair enough, innit? But the bandage is there to remind you, like, yo, ribs. If it's Sammy and Jay, it should be a roll up 3 count. I want him to cheat. I want him to grab the tights. I want him to grab the ropes. I want him to do something like that. Jay doesn't need the win, and also, what's the point of him going back to get a title shot? Surely Jay should just be able to ask for a rematch. Isn't that what Gunter did? Hold on. Gunter didn't earn his way back to a rematch from WrestleMania. He just got one. But Jay has to go through a King of the Ring tournament to get his. Cody didn't earn his way back to. He didn't ask John Cena for a title shot. He has to earn his way back through the King of the Ring. Interesting. Interesting. Seth Rollins came out to the ring for some reason because he's angry that, Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed didn't get the job done of stopping whoever. I don't understand why Seth came out because somebody has to win the match. Now, I'm being deadly serious. Seriously, people, like, Seth coming out made no sense. He came out stripping. He took his tie off, took his jacket off, kept handing stuff to Paul Heyman, got in the ring, wasted his goddamn time because somebody had to win. So, Seth, you're basically saying that you want to pick and choose between the people in the ring who's the weakest, but they're all strong people. Morris, I don't understand the defending the crown thing. Like, no one's ever had to defend their crown for King of the Ring or Queen of the Ring. Never been a thing. It's like the Premier League, innit? You just win or you don't. I don't remember King Booker ever defend his crown, or King Brett, or King Bob Backlund, or King whoever, bruv. You just. Yeah, I don't even know why Jay was put in the tournament. I just don't. For anyone who just had a match and lost their title, just bring back the rematch clause because some of them are getting rematches and some of them aren't getting rematches. It doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. And some people, like Goldberg, just turned up and said, "You're next," and now he has a title shot. If you can just turn up and say you're next, then everyone should just turn up and say you're next. And Roman should get his fucking rematch. Can't even have one now, Roman, because Cody doesn't have the title anymore. So your shot's gone. You have to wait for Cody to get it back to have a rematch. No, I think because Sammy's been so shit lately, I'm ready for Sammy to have a bit of edge to him, because otherwise you might as well just get rid of him. And him cheating his way against his friend in Jay kind of feeds into the fact of he'll do anything to get his hand on that title. That's what it should be. I'll do anything to get my hand on that title. Even Snake, my friend. Simple as. I'm telling you, bro. And Mark, no, they don't need to be doing like, oh, he does one thing, he's a heel. No, they need a. I'm talking about a mad build up. Don't even have him turn full heel, bro. Like, have him on a tweener side where he's got a bit more edge to him because him being heel is just stupid. Like, honestly, Sammy just turning heel's dumb. He went through all of that with the bloodline to end up being the biggest babyface to just turn heel. Doesn't make any sense. But if he's in conflict with himself, with saying like, "Yo, people keep cheating to beat me, or people keep doing these stuff," then baby, if I can't beat them, I should join them, and I should probably do the same kind of thing. The one thing we know about Sammy is he can be very entertaining if you give him the right thing to do. One of my favorite things I had with Sammy, which they never followed through with, remember when Logan Paul first came into wrestling and they did the conspiracy theory thing with Sammy. That's how he started growing his hair, he was running around weird. He had all these conspiracies. I think if we saw him in the bloodline, he can do that as well. So that's what they should do. Anna's right, yeah. With Karrion in his, it makes sense because Karrion's whole gimmick, and anyone saw the video package he put out last week, his whole thing is I've been right the whole time. I'm the puppet master, but like every time I've said someone's gonna do this, when I put the sand timer down for Roman, even though technically he wasn't, you can make it seem like when I put that sand timer down, I knew what was gonna happen. When I told you that Sammy's no different to any of us, I knew that was gonna happen. Yeah, run it. Yeah, yeah, that kind of heel, Morris. I hear it. I hear it. All I'm saying is I don't need it to be like it needs to be subtle, bro. You don't want him to go king of the ring and kick man in the balls like everyone else does. I just need him to like subtly cheat, bro. Like, you know, I'm struggling against Jay. He's my friend. We're doing the, whatever and all that. Then there's a roll up. We keep going back and forth, and then I just grab the rope real quick and get out of there. And then Jay doesn't know. Don't even have it like Jay knows in it. Let Sammy shake his hand and all that because they're actually friends. And then the next week on Raw, have Jay come out and confront Sammy like, "Yo, I watched the video back, and you cheated." And Sammy should be like, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Like, I didn't cheat. I don't know what you're talking about." He's like, "Oh no, I got the videos." No, the videos doctored, bro. Like that's AI, bro. I didn't cheat. Someone's trying to Karen's trying to make it seem like I cheated. I didn't cheat. That's what it should do. Yeah, Dakota, that's what I'm talking about. The dirty pin. Savvy, do you think Cross has a shot at staying in the company by the end of the year? Yeah, he does. But I think it's his last year in the company if he doesn't get pushed soon because he's too creative. He's too creative. Like they're wasting his time at this point. Anyone else other than Paul maybe align with Carrion? I don't want anyone to align with Carrion, bro. We've seen what happens already, man. Like they put the final testament with him, it was terrible. Nothing happened. Didn't elevate anybody. AOP were worse than they ever were. Paul Ellering don't talk anyway. Just leave it. I'm all right with him and Scarlett together. Simply just like that. Because they did it with like Karen and the Miz for a little bit as well. Weird. He doesn't need anybody. Him and Scarlett were fine on NXT. They're fine in the roster. Just need to let them book it properly. It makes more sense though for Jay to be more desperate. He's hurt his ribs. No, it doesn't make more sense for him to be desperate. Clearly, his ribs don't hurt because he just done 2 Uso splashes and was fine with it. And also, Jay's the man of the people now, isn't he? He's like yeet guy. He doesn't need to be desperate. So, you get me? That's all he needs, Morris Scarlett. And let her talk a bit more as well. I just don't get why Cross can't get a shot. Nah, bruv. Like, Paul don't love him, bro. Paul don't love him. Yeah, wasn't Paul in charge of NXT when Cross was there? Yeah, he was. It was Vince McMahon who brought when Triple H. I'm guessing that Triple H booked people to come up to the main roster for NXT. Probably was in Vince's ear saying, "Give these people a chance." And then when he brought them up, Paul probably talked them up too much. Vince was not watching NXT ever. So he just brought them up, saw somebody, was like, "Yeah, let's put the OnlyFans costume. Let's put the little Ann Summers gladiator costume on him." You get me? And what's him? That's Keith Lee. Yeah, let's change the name to Bearcat Lee. That was terrible from Vince, by the way. If it was Vince, boy, it was terrible. Or it's him or Bruce Pritchard is one of them two. Terrible. But who knows, man? Who knows? Yes, he was on there. He was down there with Paul, but that doesn't mean anything because when he got released, that was Paul too. I don't know if you not remembered that he got released. You not remember that? They're gonna take a step back and really, and like, I know everyone wants to do this, like, oh, Paul and that. He released him, bro. That wasn't Vince. Vince was already dealing with whatever troubles, bro. So, oh yeah, see, Anna, I know you're here late to the stream. I literally said that about 10 minutes ago. Anyone the dark creative characters, they don't like it. They don't like it at all, man. They need. It's almost like when you go for a job and then they tell you that you're overqualified, and you're like, yeah, I hear that, but how can I be overqualified for a job? Like, if I'm overqualified, that means I'm still the best person for the job. The reason why they don't employ you is because they want to mold you into the way they want to be. If you're already too like far gone and they can't mold you, nah, man, he's gonna have too much character. He's gonna have too much to say for himself, too much pride in his work. We need to mold people to make them more happy to do whatever, and that's why I told you that when I heard Damien El Prieste, Al Campeon Wepa, calling man Papa H. When I heard Cody calling Papa H. When I heard Gunter say, "That's my guy, Paul, he saved the business." Paul didn't save the business. What? Roman Reigns saved the business? One day we're going to have an honest conversation. Stop lying to yourself. Roman Reigns saved this business? Whatever top 10 you had of your favorite wrestlers of all time, sorry, but every single one of you, like Roman Reigns, should have infiltrated that top 10. I'm not even asking for top 5. He should have infiltrated your top 10 just based on what he did for 5 years in his company, bro. And even if you don't want to say the whole 5 years, the 3.5 years of Roman Prime, untouchable, bro. And some of your favorite wrestlers never had a moment like that. Some of your favorite wrestlers, when you were growing up, like I understand that like there's nostalgia and all that stuff. Trust me, it's hard for me too, bro. I understand nostalgia and all that. But some of your favorite wrestlers, you can see it, you can go online and find it. Pick their prime. Big up Dax. Pick their prime. Go and find this person's prime. Check the time scale of when they were doing their best work. It will not match up to Romans, bro. It will not match up to Romans. Just won't. You might have enjoyed yourself more. I hear it, and you're allowed to do that. But some of your guys and that, like, you get me? I'm sorry. Certain men have been removed on it. Certain men have been moved out of the way. Sorry, Randy Orton, you've been moved out of the way for Roman. Sorry, Brock Lesnar, you've been moved out of the way for Roman. I can keep going, bro. Man carried the business on his back. Cody gets the praise after 1 year. He carries the business on his back. All these other guys get the praise after 1 year. He carries the business on his back off the back of COVID and his leukemia and having 2 sets of twins. But oh yeah, it's nothing to do with Roman. Even his fucking cousin. You know, everyone knows The Rock's my favorite of all time. You know what pissed me off? That the January the 6th Netflix debut. January the 6th Netflix debut. The Rock comes out. Kayfabe, everything's dead. Everyone's fine. Him and Cody's fine all of a sudden. And he bigs up Cody for carrying the company on his back. And he doesn't say anything about Roman. What? Is everyone fucking... What? Is everyone blind, bro? Are we deaf? What are we talking about? I'm being like that shit, brother, it got me, man. Watching that, I was like, so Rock, you're not going to mention your cousin now? Like, what? You're not going to... Because if Kayfabe's dead, then then you could just mention Roman. Call him Joe if you want. But no, but then we get to WrestleMania. WrestleMania 40, everyone forgets what happened before WrestleMania 40, how shit it was, bro. WrestleMania 40 was only good when The Rock turned up. Before that, the whole year of Cody's shit title reign. I mean, the shit trying to get back of tag team with Jay and War Games and all this shit. Nobody cares. So that was all shit. Yes, WrestleMania 40 was great. Roman, again. Roman in night 1. Roman in night 2. Roman the WrestleMania before that. Roman the WrestleMania before that. Roman, brother, it's all Roman. Stop the bullshit, man. Stop the bullshit, bruv. Cody ain't carried nothing, not one time, bro. Not one time. He made a couple kids happy and that. I hear it, bruv. I hear it, bro. You made a couple kids happy. So did Michael Jackson, bro. What do you want me to do about it, bro? And then man want to moan about why he's not there. The only reason why I moan that Roman's not there is because I want to see him. I don't moan because he's having time off. I couldn't give a shit. Give him all the time off. You lot try being... You lot try having leukemia, bruv. And spearing, man. Have leukemia and Samoan dropping, man, bruv. And having dog food poured on your head. You lot try that shit. I told everybody at the time, bro. We did the preview for WrestleMania 40. I told everyone, be careful what you wish for. All the Cody crybabies running their mouth. I said, be careful what you wish for, because I'm telling you, bro. I told you. Roman told you. Morris told you. When he loses it, when he loses that title, be careful what you wish for. Oh, no. Paul... What did Stephanie say? Welcome, everybody, to WrestleMania. This is the first WrestleMania in the Paul Levesque era. And I just have you lot know, since Stephanie uttered those words, wrestling's been shit. Tell me I'm wrong. Since Stephanie uttered those words, welcome to the Paul Levesque era, wrestling has been shit, bro. And you know I'm being kind, because I know that everyone likes to run with this narrative. Oh my God, Vince McMahon was forcing Roman on us. Okay, I've been a Roman fan the whole time, so yes, all of the suffering succotash shit sucked. Okay, why are you ignoring all the other stuff? Oh, you didn't like WrestleMania when he fought Triple H, so no one's gonna blame Triple H for it now, for that boring ass match with his fucking 15, 20 minute entrance with all the skulls and everyone's got a skull on their head with a title. Triple H booked himself to win the Royal Rumble and win the title. No, let's not blame. Okay, so you got a problem with Roman beating Undertaker. Roman was perfectly fine in that match. Undertaker couldn't hang. You saw what happened. But it's all right. Let's blame Roman for it. All right. The internet, these smart ass fans will have you think that before COVID, Roman was shit. These men will have you think that before COVID, Roman was shit. Roman had shit moments, had poor moments. Still the best. He was still the best. Big up, Alexander. Hope you well, bro. Big up, man. Love for the love. Um, oh, you turned it off halfway through. So everyone is in the same slate here. That he was, yeah, okay, exactly. Dakota. Roman was not shit. Sorry to tell everyone, but his ring work, babyface was top notch compared to heel ring work. It's just heel character has been better. I agreed. Because listen, I will agree. Roman's my favorite. So, but this is not bias, isn't it? In that time period of Roman, you don't have to tell me who was better than him to tell me that he was shit. Because I will agree. When Seth won Money in the Bank, cashed in, that little run that Seth had, he was better than Roman for a bit. I will agree. Before he done before he went back to babyface when he mashed up his leg, that run when he was with J&J Security and Kane and all that stuff, that was prime Seth, bro. Get Sting and that. There's, you know which one I'm to White Ranger Seth. I hear it. Dean Ambrose had a moment when he was top tier in it. Never as good as Roman in the ring, ever. Sorry to burst everyone's bubble there. Had a moment. He had jeans and he had a jacket and all the fucking sweaty fans loved him. Okay, he was good. Had a moment. Even if I'm kind and give you 2 years, bro, and that's not even the truth, but even if I was kind and give you 2 years out of that time to everybody else, okay, let's be fair. First of all, Roman in the Shield was great as it was. All right, Roman was great in the Shield, but let's be fair. There's three of them. Fine. I'll give you 2 years, 24 months to give to whoever you want if you want to do that. But just remember, Roman was fighting Brock when Brock was great too. So, okay. So we're gonna give you 4 years of COVID Roman till he lost to Cody, because we'll fuck off this year. Roman's not been great this year. Okay. 4 years then, and we'll give 3 years before for life. So you mean to tell me that this Don has been great for 7 years, and that's been kind, and you not think that this guy's not the he's the guy, bro? Because I'm gonna tell you something, and you don't want to hear this. And even my favorite wrestlers, The Rock wasn't great for 7 years. The Rock's whole run was 7 years. He wasn't great for his whole run was 7 years, bro. Was his official retirement 2004? That's what he said. That time, and then he came back. Obviously, I'm not talking about when he came back against CM Punk and all that stuff. Okay, so 97, 2004. Okay, was The Rock the great the whole time there? He had the same thing Roman had. Die Rocky Die, all of that shit. All right, safe. Austin, same shit, bro. Wasn't great the whole time. And before anyone gets onto me, and I love Austin, Austin said himself he was shit in the invasion angle. Now I didn't think he was shit. I loved it. I love it even more now that I'm older. He never had 7 years. Let me tell you the truth again. Nobody wants to hear this because I know you saw I got a bit emotional when Undertaker was retiring properly and he had the 30 years and all that stuff. I'm sorry to break it to you, Undertaker. First of all, wasn't even wrestling for the whole 30 years. That's a lie. And second of all, he wasn't great for the whole 30 years. And people want to rewrite history. Oh, Undertaker was never at the bottom of the card. Are you sure about that? Because I remember, I remember that shaved head Undertaker, the biker Undertaker with his vest on, looking all weird and that, all out of shape with the blue shirt, having hardcore matches. And the first match on the card, hardcore champion Undertaker, better than Roman. Not in your life, bro. Not in your life, bro. Kurt Angle was great the whole time. Kurt Angle was great the whole time he was there. I give Kurt Angle that. Still not a bigger prime than Roman. Shawn Michaels, all right. All right. You lot keep lying to yourself. This geezer had about 5 years off with his back injury and came back. Trash. So that's my problem. That's all I'm saying in it. Cena's going to be the closest to Roman in terms of their prime. And even his prime wasn't like that, bro. I don't even know what people class as John Cena's prime because I didn't like John Cena, bro. Like Thuganomics John Cena. And then when he changed into the other John Cena, he was starting to piss me off in it. Like, I liked him against JBL. I liked him against Eddie Guerrero. After that, like, all of this John Cena, yeah, that wasn't really my thing. So I'll be fair to the John Cena fans. Whatever it is, it's not big as Roman's. And it wasn't impactful as what we've just seen now. And it's even worse when you do Mount Rushmore's because I think that top tens and favorites are different to Mount Rushmore in it. Mount Rushmore, even though it's subjective, it's still kind of like you have to take variables into it. So, for example, I can't put The Rock on Mount Rushmore for the business because Austin was doing better business at the time, and if that makes sense. Even though if you put on favorites, he's definitely going on there. He's my favorite. But if we're just doing like for the business, people have Hogan up there. He has to be there, whether you like him or not. Austin's got to be there because he changed the business. Attitude Era got you if you like him or not. I'm guessing people are going to put Andre the Giant there. Not my cup of tea, but he was Andre the Giant. And that spot is going to be between Roman and John Cena, bro. Based on business. And I don't remember no £1 billion Netflix deal under John Cena, bro. So that means Roman's face goes on there. Someone's got to represent for the Anoa'i family, bro, and it's going to be Roman Reigns, bro. I don't give a fuck about this dumb internet-ass crowd, bro. These sweaty hair, smelling like wet dog motherfuckers online, bruv, in their basement with their what's-it fingers, looking like Al's toy barn. I don't give a shit what you lot say, bro. I don't give a shit about your 5-star matches. You think you can compare your little fucking... I love Will Ospreay, bruv, but don't you dare, bruv. Trying to compare no Will Ospreay backflip, no Will Ospreay Ricochet match compared to Roman. Roman's the best wrestler in the world, bruv. Yeah, Morris, them man who smell like CEX, bro. Roman's the best wrestler in the world. I said what I said. Don't care. This is whatever. Don't try to bring no Okada to me. Don't try to bring any Okada and all of these, man. Less of that. Less of that. I don't know if everyone's forgot what sports entertainment is. You lot must have forgot about the entertainment part, bro. And that's for the sports part. Listen. If you lot think that gymnastics is all wrestling, then go watch AAA, bro. It's great for the spectacle. But everyone's favorite wrestlers, all the people are named on the Mount Rushmore, most of the people in everyone's top tens ain't about backflips and that. Someone going to try and tell me that, Stone Cold's moveset was great. No, it wasn't. Basic. The Rock's moveset was great. No, it wasn't. Basic. Hogan's, basic. Andre, basic. Shawn Michaels, basic. Taker, basic. Kane, basic. Kurt Angle's different. He was elite in the ring. Same with Eddie. Edge, basic. Talking about not a 450 between them. Not a suicide dive between them. Oh, I hear it though. I hear it. Because you have access to the internet and have a big mouth and you can tweet stuff, you lot are the ones who are right. I digress, bro. I'll die on this hill and I'll argue with anybody, bro. Because I'm going to get some mark with the fucking... He's got a good memory that can tell me that, oh no, because Dave Meltzer gave 5 stars. Blah, 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 blah. I don't even understand why people are giving 5 stars. Like, people's opinion... I know wrestlers hate this as well. Man, them are trying to tell me that another fan in Dave Meltzer, because he's not a journalist, because he didn't go to college for no, he's got as much journalistic instinct as me. He's not a journalist. So you mean the people trying to tell me that Dave Meltzer's 5-star rating holds weight with them that much? That if he gives something a 5, oh, even Meltzer gave it a 5-star rating, man. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Well, I'm dying now. So this is my time to leave before I start sneezing on camera and going crazy because it's going to cause a nosebleed. My allergies are bad. But we've already done longer than I needed to. But to be honest, went on early, so it was easy to do that. Normally a bit later. Big up to the people who have just subscribed. There's some new subscribers in there. Love for the love. Welcome to the Demon Team. Scum Gang, stand up. As I said, I know Morris was disappointed earlier. This is my last Raw review, live Raw review. And then SmackDown on the weekend is going to be my last SmackDown Raw. But it won't. I'll do another review. I'll do Raw review and SmackDown review, concise, just about the show on those days. And then what I might do is if I can throw on a Savage talk on the same day, so you lot still can have your say. Morris, I know, bro. I know, but if you just seen that I was sneezing and that, bro, like we can do that on another show though. In fact, on the Savage talk, we can add a few more stuff, maybe some rankings and stuff like that, because that will be a bit about. You guys know I said I wanted to build it up, but we'll do like news, whatever's on at the time, so whether it's NXT, AEW, Raw, SmackDown, a little bit of talk on that. Maybe one overall topic, and then we'll have some kind of ranking. And I think that makes a good show. I think that makes a good show if I can schedule it out properly, make sure it's a certain time, and then what I'll do at the end of that show is, as I said before, I have a section where it's just based on you lot in the comment section, because obviously I can't run a proper show if I keep diving back to the comment section. But yeah, I gotta go and drown myself in Benadryl and that. You get me? But love for the love, guys. Big up everyone who joined. It's actually been a good show, actually, man. Honestly, if my hay fever didn't start bothering me like this, I would carry on. But I'll be back though. Today is Tuesday. I'll see if I can throw on a thingy on maybe tomorrow. If I can do pre-records, I don't know if I can do any more pre-records today, depending on how my allergies are. But yeah, look out, man. Everyone seems to enjoy the stream. Like I said, I would like to do streams most times, but I'm not going to talk just for the sake of talking. You get me? So big up to everyone who joined. Love for the love.